This is The Weekly on ClickOrlando.com with Justin Warmoth.
Good morning, I'm Justin Warmoth. In 1986, Pat Williams set out to bring professional basketball to Orlando. A few years later, the Orlando Magic tipped off for the first time. Now, 37 years later, Williams is at it again, trying to bring Major League Baseball to Central Florida. There are two ways to make that happen: move the Tampa Bay Rays here or land an expansion franchise, something MLB's commissioner has plans to do in the coming years. I had a chance to sit down with Williams this week to learn all about the Orlando Dreamers and how a team could transform Central Florida. Why does Orlando need Major League Baseball? And on the flip side, why does Major League Baseball need Orlando?
Two great questions. We're now the 17th largest media market in North America and rising. We're the largest media market in North America that doesn't have a Major League Baseball team. Our time has come. We're a big city, and you're really not a big league city until you have two things: Major League Baseball and the arts, a thriving arts community. And we're doing well there, getting better. But until you get Major League Baseball, and this is no knock on the NBA or the NHL, but to be a big league city, it's a big league baseball team. And so that's why we're striving. We want to bring that here. We want young people to be exposed to the excitement of big league baseball. We want to take Orlando and Orange County to the highest level of sports.
Where's your optimism level today on the ability to achieve this?
Well, there are two things, two ways to get a ball club. One, you move an existing team, or you wait for expansion. Let's look at both. Will the Rays move? Can the Rays get a new ballpark built in the St. Pete area? Do they want another ballpark in St. Pete? They've struggled for 25 years at the gate. We're watching that situation closely. They're trying to get something done over there, and they have 4 years left on their lease at the Trop. So we're watching that carefully. Secondly, expansion. Commissioner Manfred has made it very clear. He wants to get to 32 teams, have 8 divisions of 4. I think that's the plan. So that would mean one expansion team west of the Mississippi, one east. Let's look west first. Vegas is off the table as an expansion city. The A's are moving there. That leaves 2 cities left out west: Portland and all of a sudden Salt Lake City. Utah came out of nowhere. So they'll duke it out. Salt Lake has one great advantage: they have ownership in place. That's a big deal. East, Charlotte is not doing anything. We keep seeing Charlotte, but they're not doing anything. I can't picture baseball going back to Montreal.
Right.
That leaves Nashville and Orlando duking it out east of the Mississippi. And that's going to be an interesting struggle. You know, we feel that we've got a lot more going here. So keep your eye on Nashville. But we feel very strongly that when it comes down to comparing and working the two cities, we feel good about that.
So the chances, though, obviously, I think the point is that the probability of having baseball, Major League Baseball in Orlando, the best case scenario and the easiest avenue is to move the Rays. Because then you're like, there's no way that the state of Florida, the third most populous state, will have one Major League Baseball team if the Rays move to Montreal or something like that. But do you think 3 Florida baseball teams is realistic in Major League Baseball's eyes?
Well, if we're the best market, it is. But you've got to have 4 things to make this work, Justin. Number 1, you've got to have the marketplace. We feel very strongly that we got that. Number 2, you've got to have a big league baseball stadium. Let's talk about that for a minute. These are very, very interesting and tender times as we go before the Orange County Commission requesting $975 million to build this unique ballpark that nobody's ever seen the likes of it. We would have to raise $700 million privately. And in the history of baseball, that's never been done. The mandate I got 4 years ago from Mayor Demings was, this has got to be a state-of-the-art ballpark, so that tourists would want to visit it, even if there's no ball game. That's why this price has gotten up to $1.7 billion, which is stunning. No ballparks ever cost that much, but it's got to be state-of-the-art.
And it also has to have a roof.
Yes, and we're working very closely on that. In as much as it would be closed most of the time with heat, rain, threat of rain, we're going to have a permanent roof. But the good news is it's translucent. That means you can see through it.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there watching the game and you don't feel you're indoors. You know, you can look up, oh, there's the moon, there are the stars, and oh, a fireworks show, look at that. So you get all the benefits of comfort, but you don't feel like you're indoors. So we're very thrilled actually about that.
How big of a step, though, was to get that rendering and get those plans sort of in motion before anything else can happen?
Well, before anything happens, we got to get approval from the Orange County Commission and the county mayor.
Figure out who's going to pay for it.
And you know, we've requested $975 million. But very, very interesting, the requests, 50-some organizations have come and said, these tourist tax dollars, I want my share of it. By the way, and the media still doesn't have this right in many cases, this money is directed totally towards tourism issues. That means convention centers and sports facilities and promotion of tourism. It cannot be earmarked to the homeless and highways and teachers' salaries. I see that all the time. That doesn't come from this money. It's a state law. And so that's, I want to make sure that everybody understands we're not taking money away from these needy causes. It's not the case. And so we've got to convince that commission that by doing this, you're adding something brand new that would elevate Orlando. It's not doing repairs at the Citrus Bowl, or it's not adding some cleanup or whatever at the Amway Center. It's not a new sports venue at UCF. I've seen all the requests. Ours is the only one that takes our area and elevates it into an international thrust. I mean, big league baseball is a big deal.
So someone at home is watching this right now. They're like, I'm not a sports fan, don't care about Major League Baseball. Why should I care about Orlando and Central Florida getting a baseball team? So why should they care? What's your pitch to them?
My pitch to them is the impact on young people. I remember, Greg, I grew up in the Philadelphia area. I was 7 years old when I saw my first big league ball game. And I was it was like struck by lightning. The sights, the sound, the smell of baseball. I was 7. And I knew exactly what I wanted to do with my life. I wanted to be a ball player. And I think that's the case of so many kids. That's one of the reasons we're the Orlando Dreamers, because when I see 8, 9, 10-year-old kids, they all think, I'm going to be a big league ball player.
Yeah.
That's my dream. I want to be Mike Trout, or I want to be Max Scherzer. I know I can do it. I've got big dreams. We're the city of dreams.
And a lot has been said on social media about the team name, the Dreamers. Is that actually the name? Is it set in stone, or is Williams open for suggestions? We'll have his answer and much more right after this.
This is The Weekly on ClickOrlando.com with Justin Warmoth.
Welcome back. Our guest this morning is Orlando Magic co-founder Pat Williams, who's now leading the charge to bring Major League Baseball to Central Florida. While it's still in the early stages, the ball is rolling. They have a $1.7 billion stadium proposal and a team name picked out. the Orlando Dreamers, which is getting some mixed reaction. But Williams told me, like the Magic, the name needs to have meaning.
So we became the Magic because it was not black magic or magician's magic. It was the magic of Orlando. Sunshine, golf courses, orange juice, spring training, then bass fishing, the magic of Orlando. So we needed another name like that, and we thought, well, what was Walt Disney when he came in 1963 and took that clandestine mission over Central Florida? Big entertainment dreams. And then came Arnold Palmer soon thereafter with big golf dreams. And then we had an astronaut who's all over this city named John Young, and he had big space dreams, and he walked on the moon. And then an educator named John Hitt came, and he was the president of this little school out on the east side of Orlando. And he thought, man, big dreams. And today UCF is the second largest university in America. And with no end, they'll never stop growing. And then Jimmy Hewitt, a businessman, lured me down here 37 years ago with big basketball dreams. We're the city of dreams. So we have, listen, Justin, we've had all sorts of names that have come in. This, that, and the other. And I watch all of them. So when people say dreamers, I don't get that. I say to them, well, I'd love to hear your idea.
Right.
What name? Do you want to be the egrets? Do you want to be the manatees? Somebody said the pythons.
Okay.
Because they're coming north. They're going to be up here pretty soon.
Yeah.
So,
but the thing is,
so I'm wide open. I'd love to hear.
I got one. The juice. How about that?
Well, there's no juice here.
Not anymore, right?
That's right. So 37 years ago there wasn't.
Right.
And people back then said the oranges, the juice, and I had to remind them that when the freezes hit way back then, wiped out all the citrus today is condos and shopping malls. You know, all that land that housed
it's been paved,
citrus, long gone, where the citrus has gone south and never to return. So that's gone.
I like the name though. I like the Dreamers because of what it means. And so many names in professional sports that were from the 1900 New York Yankees. If somebody tried to be the Yankees today, what would the reaction be like? It'd be like, what in the heck, the Yankees?
Yeah.
But because we're just used to it, it's hard to have new teams come in with these new names. So.
Well, you're right, and but my argument is it must be indigenous. It must be native to your community.
Yeah.
The Utah Jazz makes no sense. Now these were teams that had that nickname and then moved. The Minneapolis Lakers, great name. The LA Lakers, there are no lakes in LA.
Yeah.
And so we feel good about this name, and until somebody comes along, you know, and I'm all ears. Somebody said the other day the Orlando Thrill. I guess related to all the rides. Somebody said the Orlando Grit. Cal Ripken Jr. said the greatest tribute you can call a ball player is to call him a gamer. The Orlando Gamers. Well, that maybe work in Vegas.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything better.
Right.
So we're hanging for now with this one.
All right. So let's talk about what key steps need to be accomplished here in the near future to make this really catch some steam. What needs to happen? Who needs to be on board? Take me through that and what the checklist looks like.
Sometime later this summer, we've got to hear that wonderful news that the Orange County Commission, the 6 commissioners, and the mayor have said, Orlando Dreamers, we are allocating $975 million. You're going to allocate $700 million from your side, and together we can build the greatest ballpark in the history of baseball. Secondly, we've got to hear that wonderful news from a well-heeled person saying, yes, I want to own this team. We're talking to a lot of people who are really interested. They're keen on this. And somewhere along the line that we're going to find the right one. Now let me just say this about that owner. Yes, it has to have deep pockets. Secondly, it has to be approved by the NBA or the Major League Baseball owners. You know, it's a conservative group. They want to make sure he fits and that he's not an absolute nutcase. Number 3, he's got to fit the climate of Orlando, like the DeVos family has, for example, the Wilf family. He's got to fit in with our culture. And 4th, he better like baseball.
Yeah.
It's a long season.
You ain't kidding.
162 games, and you live and die with every pitch.
Oh, yeah.
And a whole month of spring training, and you've got 6 farm clubs and 100 or so minor league ball players that you're interested in. So you better like the sport. You better have a heart for baseball. So those are the requirements really for this potential owner. We'll find him. And by the way, there's no digging dirt. Nothing happens until we know.
Yeah.
And having contract sealed that we have a ball club.
Of course. Yeah.
Then the building starts.
Then the building starts, right.
Build it and they will come. Nah, that's not going to cut it.
No.
And we're so excited, Justin, about the location. The county, from the very beginning, Mayor Deming said to me, this will be in the county. He said, we allocate all this money and everything ends up in the city. He said, not this one. And so the county drove me around and they showed me potential sites. And the site we saw, it was a love affair at first sight, 35.5 acres right next to Aquatica. The 528 runs by it. South I Drive runs by it. I-4 is right here. Central Florida Parkway right here. It's unbelievable, really, that these highways just converge. And so this site is just marvelous.
I'm really curious how this process and trying to convince Major League Baseball to have a team in Orlando, how this compares to the process of trying to entice the NBA and trusting Orlando with the National Basketball Association team. How are these different? How are these the same?
Well, we're a much bigger city.
Easier sell?
Way back in 37 years ago, I think we were the 23rd largest media market. Today we're 17. So we were selling a future. We kept saying, yeah, look at us now, but not too intensely. But you've got to look at us in 10 years, or 20 years, or 30 years, and we called that one. I mean, look at us.
Yeah.
We're quite an amazing city. And I'll tell you, we got one thing going for us that our rivals don't, and that is 80 million tourists. It looks like 80 million this year.
Yeah. 80
million. If 2% decide to go to a ball game at some time, 2%, if my math is right, that's 1.6 million. And if we can't do 1.4 on our own, well, you do the math, that's 3 million fans. Do you know how many teams a couple of years ago did 3 million? 6.
Yeah.
6. So I think we have a chance to be a unique franchise, among the very best in baseball.
And Major League Baseball doesn't expand or move teams often, so Williams wants to make it clear this likely will be Central Florida's only shot to secure a big league franchise. To learn more about the Dreamers and to take a closer look at the stadium proposal, just head to clickorlando.com/weekly. I'm Justin Warmoth. Have a great Sunday.